Right, in this video I'm going to show you some useful tools that you can use on your tablet in various different lessons. Remember, you don't always have to wait for your teacher to ask you to use your tablet. If you think you can use your tablet for something useful, then mention it to your teacher. Ask obviously first if they don't mind you using your tablet, but then it makes sense for you to use it if you've got something that it can help you with. So first thing I would suggest is set up your home screen with the apps that you're going to use most in lessons. If you want any personal apps on, I would personally put them on a different screen, say to the left or the right, so that they're easy to access, but the things you will use in lessons have on your main home screen. Now you obviously need to make sure that you've got a link to Mobile Frog, because when you go to Mobile Frog you get all sorts of tools like your timetable, where you can access your lesson plans and resources, and also your class blog. You get things like excuse me, rewards, where you can see your rewards. You can get to CramTube, you can download your different apps, you can find ebooks, lots of things like that. Now the learning wall is the one I want to point out on here. When you're working in your lessons, there are going to be lots of times when you're asked to demonstrate the 5 R's. Well, this is an easy way of seeing what each of the 5 R's means. It's also an easy way of looking at how you can work as part of a team. Here are some ideas on team roles. So if you're ever asked to work as a team, you might say to your teacher, can I open up the team role mat on my tablet so we can get some ideas about how to work well together. If you're asked to think about something, remember you've got the thinking tools at the right hand side here. These are different graphic organisers you can use to help you when you're thinking about things. So for example, if you have to come up with an idea, you might use the funnel thinking tool. If I click on that, it would open up, and that could help you come up with lots of ideas and then decide which ones are the best ideas. So you don't always have to wait, like I say, for your teacher to tell you to use these things. You could say to your teacher, can I please go onto the learning wall on my tablet so that I can use one of the thinking tools to help me with this work? And I'd be very, very surprised if your teacher didn't allow you or want you to do that, because that's you being independent and using your initiative. Right, what other simple tools have we got which will help you? Well, one of the obvious ones is the calculator. So if you need to use it, it's there. You've got a full scientific calculator. If you're thinking about your spellings, then you've got a dictionary there that you can open up. That one's trying to ask me to buy it. The one that you've got linked on the class, the Frog Mobile, doesn't ask you to try and buy anything. I've obviously downloaded the wrong one there. You've also got a thesaurus, which will allow you to look for different words with the same meaning. So if you're doing a piece of creative writing, for example, in English, you might be looking for some creative words to use. The thesaurus could help you to do that. Other things which will be useful to you, very, very simple things, are things like the VCOP wall. Again, this is available to download on the apps page. And this can help you when you're doing your writing in any subject to think about things like your connectives, to think about what types of words you're using, to think about your punctuation. All of those things, you will hopefully know how to use this tool already from your English lessons, but just exploring these things gives you a lot of useful information that can help you when you're writing. You've got things like Whiteboard and WriteBroad. There's lots of different apps that do the same thing. This allows you to jot down answers and things on here. So your teacher's asking you a question, you could write down your answer on there and hold it up to show you understand it. I've personally downloaded things like the BBC website and the BBC app, so I can very quickly get to the BBC. And there are things like Google Earth. So if you opened up Google Earth, let's say that you were researching a place, you could go onto Google Earth and you could find out more about that place by searching for it. I'll do the obvious here and I'll search for Cramlington. And that will take me into Cramlington. And I can start to explore the area. So loads and loads of different tools, and you'll probably find a lot of other tools which are just as useful to you. They're just some of the ones that I want to point out that you could be using on a lesson by lesson basis.